Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Imalia Suky Lely, NPM 191104034. I would like to present the journal needs analysis on English teaching material for ICT students, which written by Sri Diana from Politeknik Negeri Ati Makassar and Musdalifah Mansur from Universitas Negeri Makassar. This research aimed to find out the English material needs of the students of Genetic Computer School of Singapore in learning English. English has the pivotal roles as tool of communication in the global community. English becomes a standard language for the people around the world. The people come from different nationalities in various fields use English to communicate and understand each other. It happens to the student of Genetic Computer School or GCS of Singapore, which has affiliated with Universitas Negeri Makassar. The lecturer comes from Singapore, which commonly use English in teaching. Therefore, the students should master English. By this research, the researcher tried to find out the English material needs of the Genetic Computer School of Singapore in learning English, to collect information related to the material which meet with the learning needs of learners. The design of the material needs to apply need analysis. It can also be used as the basis of designing tests, compiling materials, designing teaching activities, and evaluating strategies. Need analysis. Need analysis for English for specific purposes course is something very necessary. The benefits are for answering the question of needs which have been always specific for the learners themselves, and for the sake of makeup purpose, that is to impress the students positively that the course is carried out seriously. Needs analysis has four models which recognized by some scholars. The first one is target situation analysis. The second is present situation analysis. The third is Hutchinson and Waters models. And the last is Dudley, Evans, and St. John's model of need analysis. So the first one is target situation analysis or TSA. Focus on students' need at the end of the language course. And the next is present situation analysis. Show the gap between the present and the target. The PSA explore to find out the language proficiency of the students when the language course begins and their strengths and weakness. And the next is Hutchinson and Waters models. Show the needs analysis model which define into two parts. The first part is target situation needs and the second part is learning needs. The target situation needs related to the learner's necessities, likes, and wants. Moreover, the Dudley, Evans, and St. John's model of needs analysis provide personal information about the learners, language information about the target situations, professional information about learners, learners' like, learners' needs from course, language learning needs, and the last how to communicate in the target needs. The main aim of the present study was to conduct a need analysis to know the students' needs in learning English. And the method in this research are quantitative and qualitative method. The questionnaire was analyzed quantitatively and the interview result was analyzed qualitatively. The next is the participant. There were 30 students enrolled in second semester of GCS of Singapore in the 2017 until 2018 academic years, and 2 English lecturers who have been teaching in these institutions. And the next is instrument and procedure. The instrument used in this study were questionnaire and interview. The questionnaire is given to the 30 students, and the semi-structured interview is conducted to the 2 English lecturers of this institution. And for data collection, descriptive and frequencies analysis were run in order to process the collected information, this description analysis is the type of analysis of data that helps describe, show, or summarize data points in a constructive way such that patterns might emerge that fulfill every condition of the data. And for the frequencies analysis is the part of descriptive statistic. In statistic, frequency is the number of times an event occurs. Frequency analysis is an important area of statistics that deals with the number of occurrences of frequency and analyze measures of central tendency, dispersion, percentile, and etc. The next is students' personal information. From this research, there are 30 second semester students, which consist of 17 females and 13 males. Half of them are 18 years old, 10 of students are 19, and 5 of them are 20 years old. When students were asked about their objective in learning English, the students who learn English for studying requirement are 20 students, or 67%. For working are 7 students, or 23%, and 3 students, or 10%, learn English to communicate with others. And this is the student needs. From the figure 1. Figure 1 is about the language skill which needs by the students. From the figure 1, we can see that speaking is important for them. This institution exists based on collaboration UNM with GCS of Singapore. Some of the lecturers come from Singapore and they use English as language instructions. Therefore, all the language skills are important, especially speaking skills. Speaking was useful when they interact with their lecturers from Singapore. And the next is the figure 2. It's about language aspect needed by the students. The figure 2 show that there were 67% of the students need vocabulary, and 23% of them needs pronunciation, and 10% needs grammar. Vocabulary mastery will support the students to improve their speaking. In writing skill, vocabulary is needed by the students to assist them in doing their final project. Moreover, they need speaking skill to do their final project by presenting the final report in front of their lecturer as final exam for them. And the next is the figure 3. It's about students' learning preference. From the figure 3, we can see that there were 15 students chose the option role play, and 23% of or 7 students chose the oral report. The 5 of them, or 17%, preferred the game, and other students, or 10%, chose learn out of the class. It can be seen from the figure 3 that students prefer to practice their English by using role-play method and oral report. The game is also needed to avoid boring situation in the class. And the next is figure 4. The figure 4 about the students' perception of the importance of English language skill for their present situation. It was revealed that speaking and writing were deemed crucial skills as these two skills recorded by highest percentage. The student of this institution required to master English, especially speaking and writing. They need speaking skill to communicate to their lecturer from Singapore, and they use English to present their final project at their final exam. Writing is also most important for them. It is because they need to finish their final report in English. Thus, speaking and writing skills are two language skills most needed by them. And the next is the figure 5 is about the students' perception of the importance of English language skill for their future career. From the figure 5, majority of the students were quite agree with that the use productive skills important in their future career. In other case, that students mostly need speaking, but it also the most difficult skill in English. Among the 4 language skills, speaking rates as the highest score, followed by the reading as the difficult skill in English. Majority of the students face difficulties in speaking and reading. And the next is students' perception about English learning process. In addition to their learning needs, all the students mentioned that they would be particularly interested in enrolling in a specific English course concentrating on ICT, and for language instruction is employed by combining English and Indonesian language. Most students believe that learning English twice a week is preferable, and that practice is more important than theory. And now for the response of the 2 lecturers. The lecturers emphasized that the college did not have a permanent syllabus. The lecturer creates teaching material based on their own opinions and ideas rather than the needs of the students. So the conclusion is, according to the finding of the study, English teaching materials concentrating on speaking and listening skills. In teaching English, the lecturer blended English and Indonesian language and connected to the teaching approach. The use of role-playing, oral reports, games, and extracurricular activities to aid students in learning English as well as teaching English on a specific topic relating to the student's major. And this is the example, the syllabus for listening skill and speaking skills. This is what I make for the syllabus. The description, the first is syllabus for listening skill. Description, this course is designed to amplify students' comprehension on some type of simple English discourse in everyday situations. The students gradually listen to the words, phrase, sentence, short dialogue, and short story in English from daily activities. The present course will cover 4 types of text to listen to for a student's receptive skill development, such as functional, descriptive, narrative, and recount text. And this is for meeting 1. The objective is students are expected to be able to understand textbooks, readings, and reports in English. And for the indicator, after completing this course, the students are expected to be able to listen 2 or 4. One is words and sentence of the dialogue. 2 is improving oral communication skill. The third is retelling the gist of the dialogue and improving pronunciation. In the material, I used a custom and immigration. The media is module, PPT, and projector. The method is lecturing, practice with peers. The activity, first one is listen to custom and immigration discourse. Number 2 is answer the question about the discourse. And number 3 is practice conversation. Number 4, study the grammatical elements contained in the discourse. And 5 is express your opinion about custom and immigration. And for the assessment, the first one is assignments and writing test. The sources is from module and the time of this course is 90 minutes. And the next is the example module that I make is the syllabus for speaking skill. The descriptions, this course is designed to equip students to speak English at elementary, intermediate level of informal English for daily routine, small conversation, informal meeting and gathering, and other daily basis communication, as well as to ask and answer informal questions. The course also provides wide exposure to the use of technology, such as social media, players, and applications for the sake of quality communications. Awareness to respect others, cultures, values, and environments is just step post to shape students' attitude to be better globalized citizens. So, for meeting 1, the objective is students are expected to be able to conduct socializations, understand and disclose factual information, understand and express attitude, conduct persuasions, form discourse, and communicate effectively. For the indicator, after completing this course, the students are expected to be able to communicate orally in English accurately based on applicable English rules and precisely and fluently. And the material used to being introduced to someone. The media use video, screen, and LCD. The method is discussions, role play, discover, learning. The activity is listening to the mini talk, take note of the expression to introduce someone, and the next is practice mini talk, and the last is create a new conversation. For assessment is discussions. No, I mean the oral report and discussions, and the sources is from module, and the time of this course is 90 minutes. And that's all my explanation about the journal analysis for the students for English material for ICT students. Thank you for the attention. I apologize if I made a mistake, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.